Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about color. No, we're not. Well, we sort of are. This video idea came to me from one of you. But, I decided I'm just going to go with this in the original question because I'm like way too much information talking about hues and tones and shades and white, black aren't colors. And just really getting too far in. Nobody asked me for that. And there's plenty of videos out there if you want to know it. This is a topic, a question, what have you, that keeps coming up over and over again. How do we know what undertone we are to get the best foundation? Your undertones are the underlying colors of your skin, not what you're looking at with your eyes. What you see here with your eyes is your surface tone. And surface tones can be affected by lots of different things. They can be affected by freckles, by tan, by hyperpigmentation, by rosacea, by, lots of different things can come into play on the surface of your skin and trick your eye into thinking that you need one color when maybe you need another. The undertone of your skin is what you're born with. You can't change it. No matter what you do, you're not going to change the undertone that you were born with. So we need to look past the surface tone, figure out what is our undertone. Now, naturally, you need to consider both surface tone and undertone, but your undertone is going to be the most important. And once you understand what your undertone is, it's going to make it a whole lot easier to figure out what foundation you actually need when you're out shopping. You have three kinds of undertones. You're going to be warm, cool, or neutral. Foundations that are usually leaning warm have words in the title like ivory, golden, honey, sand, cool, cool beige, beige. Those are usually leaning more cool. Beige can also be more neutral as well as natural and obviously neutral. If you have a yellow undertone, you're warm. If you have a red undertone, then you're cool. And a neutral undertone is going to be a little of both. Let me demonstrate. This is a cream color palette. Let's just tap into red, yellow. Okay, I managed to not get that under my nails. How great is that? Okay, so yellow, red. Let's mix these two together. Now let's take some white and lighten it up and see what happens. Let's just keep doing that. So equal amounts of red and yellow, if we keep lightening it, will eventually be my skin tone. So what does that mean for me? Well, it means I'm neutral. Let's talk about ways we can figure out, what are you? Are you neutral? Are you warm? Or are you cool? Before we move forward and we talk about that, I want to dispel. In the world of YouTube, like way back, what were they all saying? Go get matched at MAC. They'll tell you what shade you are, and then you can pick that out at the store for any other foundation. Raise your hand if you did that and it went all wrong every time you tried to get a foundation, and you're like, this doesn't make any sense. Okay, the reason is because MAC is actually backwards. If you are cool at MAC, you'll wear NW for warm. If you are warm at MAC, you will wear NC for cool. Based on that, it's kind of easy to see how you can get really confused really fast. Okay, so I just told you I was neutral, right? And because of my hair, I like to lean more cool. If my hair was back to being brown, I don't care. I have brown eyes, I'm neutral, I can pretty much do anything I want to. Aren't I lucky? So let's figure out, how can we know what is our undertone? You might be able to see it really quick if you just go outside, bare your décolleté, and take a white sheet of paper outside now. Put a white sheet of paper against your neck and décolleté and see what colors are coming to the surface for you. And if you're looking at this and going, yeah, I don't know, maybe stay outside and look at your wrist. See your veins. And I'm telling you to do this outside so that you can see in the natural light, not under studio lights or regular inside lights, but actually go outside and look. If you look at your wrists and you see that clearly the veins there are blue or purple, you're cool. If you look at your veins though and you see green, then you're warm toned. Your undertone is warm. What if you look at them and you see blue-green? Or you just really can't tell? You're probably neutral. Another test that people like to do is with gold and silver. I have two identical bracelets here. One is gold and one is silver. If you go outside and you look at your neck and your décolleté with gold and that looks good, you're probably warm. Unless you look at it with silver and silver also looks good. If gold and silver both look awesome on you, you're neutral. You can do it all, okay? If silver looks best on you, then you're cool. Do you tan easy? If you do, then you have more melanin in your skin, and that makes you warm toned. If you sunburn easy, then probably you're cool. Consider the clothing you wear. Oh, look, I just noticed that there's really warm colors and warm, cool colors on my shirt. Let's not get into the whole color theory thing, but consider the clothes that you wear. Do jewel tones make your eyes pop? Maybe you're cool. Do earth tones really do it for you and people just tell you, you look awesome in that? Then maybe you're more warm. If you can wear it all, what do you think that means? That's right. You're neutral. Now that you know what your undertone is, we can best figure out which of the foundations that you look at would be best for you. Apparently, I'm not as think as you good I am, because I filmed this whole section, which was probably way too long, showing 3 shades of me guessing what was going to be the best, but I don't see so good out of the side of my head, or at least not as well as most YouTubers here, apparently. Because I was either out of frame, up too high, not in focus. So let's do this a different way. When I first started this whole business of trying to figure out what matches me years ago, I went to Sephora and I swatched a lot of different brands of foundations to see, am I most consistently considered fair or light? I think we can all agree that I'm not medium or deep. So once I knew this and figured out my undertones, it got so much easier. So now that I know that I am light and that my undertone is neutral, and sometimes I can lean cool, especially with my hair being this color, I go to the Walgreens and I pick out 3 foundation shades so that I can show you guys from the stock that they had there anyway. I got 2 cool shades, which we know by the letter C. So I got shades C2, Natural Ivory, C3, Creamy Natural, and N2, which is neutral or classic ivory. I'm showing you this on my arm because, well, like I said, I can't see out of the side of my head, so I can't put it on my face very well. C2 was too light for my skin, but I really could still make that work. All right, but what we're looking for is a foundation that blends in, sinks right into my skin so that you're not able to tell the difference between my skin and the color of the foundation. So C2 was just a little bit too light. C3 was just a smidgen on the dark side on my face, but bingo to N2. Neutral Classic Ivory then was the shade in L'Oreal True Match for me. It gets easier over time. Always get samples to try. I recommend getting 3 until your eye gets used to seeing that perfect shade for you. Then it becomes much more cost effective to venture into the drugstore where a lot of times you can't take things back, and less embarrassing time at a makeup counter having to continually return foundations because they're the wrong shade. Does all of this information mean that you're going to guess right every single time now? No, but it helps, okay? Before we go, let's just test and see what you've learned today, all right? And we're going to take 2 lipsticks from MAC. One is warm, one is cool. And you tell me which one's which. This is Lady Danger. This is Ruby Woo. Ruby Woo, Lady Danger. Which one do you think falls into the warm color? And which one do you think falls into the cool? And which lipstick looks best on me? Your answer probably would be, both look good on me. Editing Mary here. We are going to try to ignore that this is me on a bit of a sugar high. Yeah, I've been having my cake and eating it too. And so I guess that makes it okay to get sloppy with red lipstick. You probably can see that I have it on my eye, on the side of my face. Apparently I got it on a fingernail. Just try to focus on the lipstick shades. On the left is Ruby Woo. On your right is Lady Danger, and in the middle is Lady Danger and Ruby Woo mixed. Ruby Woo has blue undertones in it. Because blue makes whites look whiter, if it's been a while since you whitened and you just really want it to look whiter, go for Ruby Woo or another blue red. And maybe you just had your teeth whitened and you don't care, right? If you're more warm undertone, Lady Danger's gonna rock on you. So let's just wrap this up. I want you guys to know that you are the best part of the Fritzy family and how much I love you. And it's been a little bit, so come in and get a hug. Come here, come here. I want to hug you. I want to love you, in a good way. If you're not having a blessed day, the way you can get one is to go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya. Bye. And I'm out.
Because that's what's going to bring us to the topic, which was... Stupid drawer, stay shut. I'm tired of you touching me. Stop touching me. I feel like my brother, he always had his feet on me. Stop putting your feet on me. If you have a yellow undertone, then you are undertone. That reminded me of Tone Loc. Didn't Tone Loc sing a song called Funky Cold Medina? Is that right? Now I want to say Funky Cold Medina all day. No! Get on these kicks. Funky Cold Medina, where I just go around going Funky Cold Medina. Nobody knows why, okay? Or a purplish color. You're cool, baby. Hey, we look just like the fawns. Hey, hey. Do they both look good? Well, you just start all that, aren't you? No, just kidding. I have a secret for you, though. Not everybody was kung fu fighting. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those guys were fast as lightning. So one of these lipsticks is not like the other. One of these lipsticks is never the same. If you can guess which lipstick, why you would maybe be. Maybe baby, I'll be true. Maybe baby.